missing woman, violent abuse, and a bloodthirsty ex-boyfriend. Today's video is about the horrific events that led to the death of a young woman in Salinas, Central California. August 18, 2023, Gilroy police received a distressing call. The complaint, a missing persons report. What the Gilroy Police Department didn't know was that this was only the tip of the iceberg. What lay beneath was a tragic crime carried out in the most brutal manner. As with all missing persons cases, the authorities immediately got into action. The search for Alyssa led the police to a South Santa Clara County field, and what started as a search for the missing woman quickly turned into a murder investigation. Who murdered Alyssa? What happened to her body? And how did the police figure out the fate of the poor woman? Stay tuned as we dive into a story of how one man's barbaric actions led to a tragic murder. But before we go any further, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to our channel to enjoy similar content. Alyssa Salazar was a native Salinas woman who often frequented the Gilroy and Salinas areas. The 33-year-old was reported missing by her family on August 10, 2023. The family said she had 2 young daughters and never went long without talking to them. The last time someone contacted her was on a phone call on July 26, 2023. No one had heard from her for 2 weeks. Little did they know they would never hear from her or see her ever again.
God have mercy on your entire family, because what you did is an unbelievable disgrace. I don't even know if I hate you.
The search for Alyssa Salazar quickly took a turn for the worst. However, the investigators gathered plenty of evidence to piece together what happened to Alyssa. Here's how the investigation unfolded. After the family filed their complaint, the Gilroy Police Department got to work. Their prime suspect was her 31-year-old ex-boyfriend, who was also from California. By the end of August, the police would make an important discovery. On August 30, 2023, the investigations led detectives to an empty property south of Gilroy in unincorporated Santa Clara County near 191 Young Road. They discovered that this was where Escobedo's sister lived in her trailer. Between August 30 and September 1st, detectives searched the property inch by inch. There was no other establishment on the property except for the trailer owned by Escobedo's sister. But even with their extensive experiences, nothing could have prepared the authorities for the discovery that they were about to make. Before we continue any further, we'd like to warn you that the details of this case are disturbing, say the least. The manner in which the murder was committed and the body was disposed of is barbaric, and some viewers may find it disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Near Escobedo's trailers, the detectives came across some backyard burn barrels. A quick look inside would lead them to believe the worst had happened to Alyssa. The detectives discovered human remains. Among these burned and dismembered remains were pieces of ribs, a hand, and a skull. The reports also stated that the on-site detectives had discovered bloodstains in a bathtub. Ivan Escobedo was finally arrested in his gray 2007 Honda Accord on August 30, 2023. The court documents state that the investigators were able to extract some key pieces of evidence from Escobedo's vehicle. These included a 9mm handgun and a red-brown blood stain on the front passenger seat door frame. All the evidence collected from Escobedo's car and his sister's trailer were tested to identify the victim. When the results came in, it was no shock that the DNA profile matched Alyssa's. A single-source female DNA profile was obtained from the bones, and Alyssa Salazar is included as a possible contributor. The probability of a random, unrelated individual having the same DNA is less than 1 in 6.7 quintillion. Given all the evidence that was discovered, the Santa Clara County coroner officially declared Alyssa Salazar as deceased. The Gilroy Police Department also investigated the surveillance footage captured at Steinbach Library on July 26. In the footage, Alyssa can be seen leaving the library and entering the front passenger seat of Escobedo's car at 12:30 p.m., after which the car drives off. This is the last time Alyssa was ever seen alive. The court documents quote multiple witness reports that shed some light on what happened that fateful afternoon on July 26. Let's dig into them. Alyssa's last communication and last proof of life is a phone call. A phone call she made using Escobedo's phone on July 26, 2023 at 12:33 p.m. The surveillance footage captured at Steinbach Library shows Alyssa getting into Escobedo's car, but that doesn't solve the mystery of where they went or of how Alyssa was murdered. However, one witness report can undo the knots and shed some light on what actually happened. According to this report, they saw Alyssa slumped down sitting in Escobedo's car. Another witness said they saw Escobedo at his sister's trailer later that afternoon on July 26th. The court document also makes mention of a witness report where they told the detectives that they saw a fire burn for several days in barrels that were next to the trailer.
As long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare.
A heartbroken sister in disbelief and searching for justice following a gruesome crime in Gilroy. Police say a man shot and killed his girlfriend before dismembering and then burning her body.
Now that we've had a nice long look at the mounting evidence of Alyssa Salazar's murder, it's time to look at how the horrific incidents happened. One witness was able to clear the fog. According to this witness, Escobedo confessed to them about the murder a few days after the incident occurred. According to this report, Escobedo confessed to shooting Alyssa in the front passenger seat of his car. He then took the body to a bathtub in his sister's trailer, where he continued to butcher and dismember her body into several pieces. He then took Alyssa's now dismembered body to the burn barrels and set them on fire, which continued burning for days. What moved Ivan Escobedo to commit this heinous act? To condemn a mother of two beautiful daughters, a woman he once loved, to such a horrific fate? We don't know, since Escobedo has no official statement on record. What could have gone so wrong between Alyssa and Escobedo that he resorted to such extreme measures? Can anything even justify his actions? Probably not. But Gilroy Police Department and Alyssa's family believe they know Escobedo's exact motive. On April 27, 2023, just 3 months before she was brutally murdered, Alyssa filed a complaint against Escobedo. In the complaint, she stated that Escobedo had physically assaulted and raped her. According to Superior Court records, felony family violence charges were finally filed on May 26, 2023. As the investigation into the rape allegations began, an arrest warrant was issued for Ivan Escobedo. Perhaps this made him nervous. 3 months after Alyssa filed the complaint, her grandmother and sister began receiving threatening phone calls. They believed Escobedo made these calls. The caller threatened Alyssa's family by saying he would kill her and her family if she filed charges, but never in their wildest imaginations did Alyssa's family think he would go through with these threats, until he finally did. Alyssa's sister gave this statement to the press: "People make threats all the time. I never thought he would do that to my sister." Alyssa's family had also started a GoFundMe page to help fund her funeral and help them pay for the expenses of an attorney. On this GoFundMe page, Jessica Salazar, one of Alyssa's sisters, voiced some serious allegations. Jessica Salazar's allegations are aimed at the Santa Clara District Attorney's Office. She wrote that the DA's office sat on the rape case for over 2 weeks. Had Alyssa's case been processed in a timely manner, my sister would be alive today. In her statement, Jessica very clearly holds the District Attorney's Office accountable for the mismanagement of Alyssa's complaint. Had they taken Alyssa's concerns seriously, Escobedo could have landed in jail before he had the chance to murder her. After months of collecting evidence and building cases, the court proceedings began in October 2023. However, Escobedo refused to leave his cell and arrive at the court on the first day of the court hearing. The pain and anguish of Alyssa's family are ongoing as they continue their efforts for justice. On the day of the court hearing, Alyssa's sister kept her composure for the most part, but when her sister gave her statements to the press, she couldn't hold back the tears. Alyssa's sister, Jessica Salazar, made an official statement to the media on the day of the court hearing: "May God have mercy on your entire family, because what you did was an unbelievable disgrace. I don't even know if I hate you. People make threats all the time. I never thought he would do that to my sister. Alyssa will come to you every night in your dreams, and I hope you see her every time you look at me and my sisters. I hope you see her face. As long as I'm alive, I am going to be your worst nightmare." During the court hearing, the judge revoked Escobedo's bail. This means that Ivan Escobedo is now being imprisoned on a no bail hold. A conviction of all the charges against him could mean a prison sentence of 50 years to life in prison. Ivan Escobedo's actions can't be justified. Every choice he made was selfish and had devastating consequences. He didn't just steal Alyssa's life from her, he stole a mother from her 2 young daughters. He took away a sister and a daughter. As he awaits his final sentence from the American courts, Alyssa's family continues to grieve, awaiting justice. They will continue to live this horror for the rest of their lives. Their anguish will continue to be aggravated until Escobedo is finally sentenced for his crimes against Alyssa. If you enjoy watching content like this, please support our channel by hitting like on this video and subscribing to our channel. And remember, stay safe out there.